Hey, this is Dennis. It's Tuesday. I want to get back in the Bible study. We're in the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus. Bam! All this talk about the law and sin. If we're in Christ Jesus, we're freed. Who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus had made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh. And there's one thing we really need to point out here in verse 3. It says, God sending his own Son. Now, the oneness preachers and teachers out there would have you to believe that God the Father sent himself. But time and time again, we read in the Bible that it says God sent his own Son. And we need to rightly divide the word. We can't just get a pair of scissors and cut all this out of the Bible. Verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they are after the Spirit the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God. Carnal mind's against God. For it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of us. And if Christ be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. But if the Spirit of man that raised up, let me start back, verse 11. But if the Spirit of him that raised up Jesus from the dead dwell in you. And who is the him? I believe it's God the Father, the Spirit of God the Father that raised up Jesus from the dead dwell in you. He that raised up Christ from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his Spirit that dwelleth in you. All right, we'll stop right there, and I'm going to come back with a little bit more here.